Yo, 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 welcome back to Bass Breakfast. How we're all going out there? Just playing some Don Busy right then. Got a pretty new one for Soul Chef in the background as well, another summer. But we've got a special guest up in the building. Scizzorhands, how we going, bro?
Yo, what's up, bro? How are you?
Not bad, man, not bad at all. How things been?
Yeah, man, busy, keeping myself busy.
Yeah.
Just opened a studio in St. Luke's, so...
Oh, oosh.
Yeah, so if you know anyone who needs some vocal recording, bro, or recording at all.
Hard out.
Yeah,
so have you, because prior to that, you just been at home, in your home base? Is
Yeah,
so I've always... your own studio?
Yeah, I've always worked out of my little home studio. And, you know, as a dad and a husband, and also having elder relatives living in the house, it is a little annoying that I can't, like, get into my space and just zone out at times, you know, and just get work done, because you always get like, oh, daddy, can I? Oh, man.
Yeah, you just want to be able to look in.
Yeah. So, now we've got a space, so I've teamed up with my bro, Corez, who's a drum and bass producer. He makes like a dubstep and all sorts of stuff. He's also the drummer for the likes of Beckend and 8 Foot Sativa and he's an insane drummer, bro. City of Souls. He's a badass. So we've teamed up and trying to make something happen out of that.
Dope, bro. And in terms of like music for yourself, like of course there was no introduction, eh?
The introduction,
sorry.
The album. Yeah.
I mean you had the recent one with the last like 2 years, Kevin.
Yeah, so I've teamed up with Kevin Posey. We're doing I Am Flowers, which is our little project. Yeah, all both of us together, which is basic boom bap style production with more thoughtful lyrics. So it's I Am, it's hard, and Flowers. Yeah, the soft side of it.
And you got like much music coming in the pipeline now that you've got a studio. It's a kind of a core incubator in terms of like creativity, right? So I'm
trying to get back into doing a lot of my own stuff. I've been doing a lot of things for other people recently, but one of the things I've been focusing on heavily at the moment is trying to do like live remix stuff using my machine and stuff like that.
Sweet, man.
Try and just have fun with my skills and my tools, and trying to like bring something fresh that you don't really see here in New Zealand as well.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Like, because you see a lot of it from like producers over in the States doing a lot of that stuff. Like,
yeah. So Buck Rogers, there's a guy named Buck Rogers that I follow quite a bit. And then you got Austin Mills as well.
Yeah, he's the
vibe stuff. Yep. So it's like just taking a little cues from them. Like, man, that's really cool. Like, how can I incorporate a little bit of what I do in with that as well?
In your own taste, in your own sensibilities.
Own taste, own style. Making things way harder for myself than I need to, but no, it's all part of the process, eh? Yeah.
And we've got you up here because you've got your whole setup, like you see the machine. Like, how long have you been using Machine for?
I've been using Machine for, I don't know, probably about 8 years or something.
Got you.
It's my go-to for doing all my drums and stuff like that for my production.
But from a live standpoint?
From a live standpoint, only the last year and a bit.
Got you.
Yeah, so there's one routine that I put out a video for last year, and then I finally got around to making a new one, which is the one I've got for today.
Dope, man. Well, without further ado, I'll let you get right into it, bro. I'm looking forward to listening to it, and all you out there, go and check out, listen to this first and foremost, but definitely go and check out Scizzorhands on socials as well as the music, because there's so many the tracks that you have on all those albums are just phenomenal, bro. Especially with some local artists that definitely need to shine.
Yeah, and just sort of taking it my own direction. It's exactly. Like everything I do, I try to do in my own.
Yeah, in your own taste, in your own flavour. So awesome, bro. Let's go.
Sweet.
This is Bass Breakfast with Jay Knight and Assorted Hamish.
Only on Bass FM.
Bro, that was fire, man.
Cheers, bro.
Man, that's super cool. Like, is it just in terms of that? Like, how much time does it take for you to kind of flesh that whole out? Like, because that's just insane. Like, you hopefully we'll be able to like post that up on socials. I know you will.
Yeah.
We'll be sharing it around. But man, like, it is phenomenal just seeing how you like incorporate the machine as well as the scratches as well. Like, how long does it kind of put something like that together?
Whew.
It varies.
I don't know, bro. I don't take note of time.
Nah, just see how.
I mean, what I do is I basically flesh out the basic remix song aspect. Obviously, not putting too much into it because I need to be able to, like, every button is like one thing. You know what I mean? Like one hit or one whatever. So I'd keep the production somewhat very minimal, so that way I can actually utilize my machine to flesh it out, make it happen. And then so the beginning parts of it, I always like make sure that my bass is all down the bottom, my drums are on the next tier up, and then I have like vocal samples. Make sure everything has a color, so I can like remember what the colors are. And then you just sit there for hours and hours and hours
and just play and
mess it up for hours and hours and hours until you've got it right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And was there any other like drum machines you were using prior to Machine? You were kind of getting into.
I had an MPC when I was younger, and I never actually like released anything I made on that. I still use it sometimes just to like record samples through and stuff because it's got like a distinct sound. But in the way of like performing on, it's always just been the machine. And a big part of that was Melodics. You know Melodics? Yeah, so Melodics, that software, like I got on that for a while. I was like, this is really fun, like figuring out how other people had done it. And the one thing I always came across is that like there wasn't many people that would do everything in the sound, because they would have like one thing that they'd trigger and then they'd do the drums for it or whatever. And one thing I figured out is like, man, there's got to be a way I can trigger everything in one so like that became the challenge for me.
That's right. And when we were talking like earlier before you kind of got into your little mad flip of Redbone by Childish Gambino, Scizzorhands remix, what other artists have you been kind of like working with outside of Kevin in terms of like any sort of music like lately? Lately I haven't really been working with anyone. I've just been so busy with my life. But yeah, mainly Kevin. One guy I really enjoy working with is Mesbo Q. Yeah, because you kind of like, I can't remember what the track was. Was it yourself, Vale, Mesbo Q on his last, on that big album? So I did the scratches for that one. That was a Mesbo Q production. I did the cuts for it. Even today I listen to that, I'm like, man, those scratches are real cool. But no, it's he's a phenomenal artist, man. Like all the way back from Unchained XL days. Yeah, well, I first cottoned on to him with Weight on My Bars Part 4. And I was like, whoa, who's this guy? This guy's insane. And then we sort of met at a Burger Fuel party. And I was like, oh, hey, bro, I've got this song. Can you jump on it? And he's like, yes, he does. And then I've made a couple records with him since. And it's dope. Like, I enjoy working with that guy. And he works so hard. Like, I like hard-working people, you know what I mean? And especially in like, you can kind of see not only in terms of the musical output, but just what he does online from a tutelage standpoint, man.
The
like,
scientist, right?
Yeah, the rap scientist.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm gonna queue up some SBQ after this, but yeah, there's another artist that I was going to listen to before I even found the introduction, like your album, but Clues.
Clues?
Yeah. They kind of came from like Little Village and like Gina October and Bo Jeffries and stuff.
Yeah, I did actually, talking about working with recently, I did some cuts and stuff for Clues on a record that is supposed to be coming out shortly, which is real cool. You know, it's cool to have the fam hit me up for, even though it's just scratches, it's like they still appreciate having that old school sort of feel.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I remember like, it was a while ago, it was like 2012, 2013. I remember seeing a video. It was at Trainers. It was like the Little Village like cypher, and you were doing like
cypher,
and you were doing like stuff in the back for
that
like
Little Village cypher was dope. We've done 2 of those.
Yeah.
And I would love to see Trainers come on board and do more
again.
Like, it would be cool to do them once every couple months.
I'm sure Bo's still there, right? Like.
Yeah. I think he's like, so if you guys don't know, MC Bo, he's the bro who runs the skate shop. He's just super busy, bro, and I think it's like he's got the love and the idea for it, but it's like just keeps getting pushed aside.
Yeah, but the execution of that, man. Shout out Bo, like Does-Town Recordings, being from Dunedin. Like, I remember,
from Dunedin
I remember like being in high school, and like Bo releases like, man, I can't remember what number mixtape it was, but just remember like listening to like Destroy and Rebuild, MC Bo like freestyles and stuff, and it was like, man.
Yeah, Bo's been around for a minute, bro.
Yeah, been killing it since like Bar Street days and just beyond.
So Bo, if you're listening, bro, you need to release a project soon, man.
But I know he's been doing a lot of like audio engineering stuff as well.
Yeah, he does a lot of audio engineering. He also has probably about 300 songs. Ready to go, but he just never releases anything. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear something from him soon.
I guess like there's kind of appreciation for like taking that step back and working behind the scenes, like whether you pick up engineering or, because you're saying for your new space, like, artists can kind of like hit you up if they want to.
Yeah, man.
Kind of work.
We've got, so if any drummers are out there, we're fully kitted out to record drums and everything as well.
Gosh.
Which is like, it's hard to find a studio that's sorted out. We can record basically anything.
Yeah, anyway, does your studio have a name, or is it just at the moment it's just
Beat
your
Spun.
Beat Spun.
Beat Spun. So beat and spun.
Beat and spun. Okay,
Like a spider spins a web, we spin beats.
Nice. And you got obviously got like kind of websites or Instagrams and kind of stuff at the moment, or is it still kind of new?
We've just started up the Instagram. It's nothing special yet.
But it's at least a form.
Special.
At least it's a form for people who are listening.
So if you go on Instagram and just type in Beat Spun, BATSPUN, we come up straight up the top. That was some of the reason for picking the name too. It's like, there's nothing called Beat Spun. We're like, yep,
let's go.
That's the name.
Nah, that's dope, bro. But nah, shot for coming through
All good.
today, bro. Like,
Cheers for having me through, my bro.
Yeah, all good, bro. Anytime.